Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. In the last episode, we took on the Forest Temple. We got ourselves a new section of the Tower of Spirits to go to, because every time you complete a temple, it'll cause a new floor, well actually new floors of the Tower of Spirits to appear, and Rabbit! I will come back for you later. Yes, that's right, the rabbits will be dealt with very soon, but not quite yet, so for now they shall remain a mystery. But that's okay, because that mystery shall be solved, and then we'll all be happy. Anyway, I'm gonna, basically, for these train segments, I'm still not sure how much I want to show of these. I am gonna show off all the train segment here, because later on there is a new mechanic to deal with, and right here, I mean, this is a new section of the forest. I'm gonna try to show off new sections of places, because I guess just for the sake that enemies tend to be pre-scripted, so they'll always show up at the same spots. So if there's enemies on a new section of track, I'll have to show that just so you guys will know where the enemies are if you're playing this. You know, just trying to be kind of thorough with this walkthrough. Plus, I mean, I do find the train segments fun, but they will start getting a bit long later, so I will start cutting them out soon enough. You know, old sections of track that we've already seen. Probably not going to show those off, really, so don't worry about that. I guess, I don't know. If you guys still have any opinions on how much train stuff I should cut out, you know, feel free to leave that in the comment section below, and that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, so we're about to hit our new mechanic here any second now. There we go. Look at that perfect timing. Look at that perfect timing. So the darkness comes out of the sky, and they become demon trains with fiery eyes and a creepy thing on the back and a really creepy mouth, and these things really creep me out. Plus, they're really round. Like, look how round they are. That's just weird. Trains should not be that round. But they become demon trains. They will hunt you down and try to crash into you, because if you crash into something as a train, you're gonna die, and it doesn't matter how much health you have and how strong your train is. If you're gonna run into one of these demon trains, you're dead. So they're basically kamikaze trains trying to kill you. They are slightly faster than this, and as you can hear, they actually have a music one that a creepy little music when they're actually behind you, ready to kill you. So right now we're just gonna run, but luckily, I mean, we do have enough time. They aren't that much faster than us, but they are faster. Later on, we will get methods to slow them down, though. But at the same time, well, I guess right now the best way to do it is you can see them on top. You can see what path they're gonna take. So we're gonna take the other path here, and they're just going to completely avoid the track, and they're just gonna avoid it. So they don't change their mind. Once they pick a path, they stick to it. Although that's not gonna be the case for every single train. So be careful. Trains later on in the game will actually change paths, and they will be hard to beat. Like I said, we are gonna find a method to slow them down, though. I don't know. I kind of like it, though. It kind of adds a new sort of element to the whole train traveling thing. I mean, you have to sort of avoid them. They are the #1 source of game overs in this game, that's for sure. You'll get so many game overs starting out, because you just pick one route, you get trapped by the trains, you get run into, or you underestimate how, if you can make a path in time, and they'll just crash into you. Just bad times will be had by all. So you always have to be really pay attention to your surroundings, really make sure you know where these trains are to avoid them. It's just an interesting way to, you know, continue to enhance the train travel aspect. I mean, if you're having an on-rails sort of method of travel like this, why not make obstacles that change paths and, you know, mobile obstacles like that they have to avoid? It's just really interesting. So I really like how they did that. It is really annoying, though. Luckily, in this game, you don't lose anything if you're getting game overs. They don't keep track of it like old Zeldas did. They don't have anything like Link's Awakening, where you have a little extra thing at the end if you get no game overs. So if you do die to them, don't worry about it. Don't freak out about it. It's okay. It's fine and dandy, guys. You go ahead and get as many game overs for those trains as you want. I'm pretty sure at some point I probably will. So, I'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, we're here with Vangine in the Tower of Spirits. We're back home, little train. Well, it's the train's home, not our home. Our home's back with creepy Nico and his weird stories, I guess. I don't know. But basically, new section of the Tower of Spirits. However, we will be going back to old floors as well, because there is other stuff we can get. Mostly treasures, but I mean, you wouldn't think treasures are that important, but I mean, money is gonna be a very is something we're gonna be needing as well. So you can sell the treasures for money, and like I said, there's other things you can do with these treasures as well. That would be so you want to get as many as you can. So I will be going back to old floors, getting as many treasures as I can from them. In fact, I might have missed a treasure on these floors. I don't quite remember yet. I'll point out where I think there might be a treasure that I missed. Because I'm gonna have to go back and confirm that. I'll probably confirm that actually, and then add an annotation when I get there. But I'm getting ahead of myself by like way long here. So as you can see, there are 2 phantoms on this floor. Things are getting a little crazier. The little tears of light won't be as easy to get. We still need to get 3 tears of light though and power up our sword. We have to repower up our sword, because we do lose the power every time we well, every time we restart the tower, basically. Every time we restart new floors, we get all the tiers light again, including old floors. So if we went back to the first floors, we will have to get the tower. The tower. We will have to get the tiers of light again. Why are they called the Tears of Light? They're kind of weird. Why can't they be the Smiley Faces of Light? Why do we have to be sad? Why do we have to be sad? Whatever. As you can see, we have new obstacles in this fire. This section of floors, there's actually like 4 floors here, including the top one, as opposed to 3. So it is actually a bit longer too. It's going to continue to get longer. These segments do get longer and harder. Luckily, we do not need, unlike Phantom Hourglass, we don't need to go back to old floors unless we want to in order to get, do stuff, as opposed to the Temple of the Ocean King back in Phantom Hourglass, where we had to always do the old floors. Now, I'm waiting here because basically you're going to need to use the Phantom here. Well, as you saw that down below, the Phantom can walk through lava, and the Phantom is also immune to fire. Basically, the Phantom can't be burnt, and that makes sense. I mean, they're just giant hunking suits of armor. Why would they be care of anything about fire? They're metal. Then again, I guess, in Pokemon, fire is better than steel, so who knows. We get a Stalfos skull, that's pretty cool. It's 4 Stalfos in their skulls. As you saw down there, when you break something and a Phantom's there, they will actually be alerted by it and rush to that location. There's a treasure there. Wait. Treasure. Thank you. Our sword's powered up. I'm going to go for the one on the bottom because the one on the top just kind of stays there out of the way anyway, so just to make sure I don't run into any issues in the bottom here, I'm just going to get this one down here. Now, the best way to get a Phantom is basically alert him, make him go over here. I'm going to be a dick and blow my whirlwind into him. Ha ha ha! Take my wind, buddy! Take my wind! But the best way to do that is to go to a safe zone like this after fans chase you, because they usually turn around. They're usually vulnerable right then. So, easy way to get them. Zelda's going to go into this thing, and now we have a Phantom buddy! Now, of course, if you've noticed that they're immune to fire, they're immune to lava, and obviously now that we have a Phantom of our own, that's going to come into play. Obviously over here, because there's basically a giant thing of lava here, and we need Zelda to help cross this thing. However, we can't make it, there's still no way for us to make it, so what we actually are going to learn how to do right now is, we can hitch a ride on top of Zelda. We can ride on top of Zelda, and that sounds wrong. We can ride on top of her shield, that still sounds wrong. Whatever. So you take a ride on her shield. It's kind of a new mechanic. It's also the reason why I didn't do the old floors first, because this is actually something you need to know to get treasures on the old floors as well. And I'm not sure if you're able to do it until Zelda tells you to do it. So basically, you tap on her when you're on a higher level than her, and you can ride on top of her. Still sounds wrong. And basically, you can travel on her like that, which is, yeah. I mean, it's an interesting way. I mean, they don't just, like, have these, they don't just keep doing, Zelda and Link just traveling around. They have, like, these, traveling around as Phantoms and solving puzzles. They have definitely a variety of different ways you can solve puzzles using Zelda. They definitely didn't pull any punches when fleshing out this mechanic. They have plenty of different things you can do, and we haven't even got to, there's different kinds of Phantoms you can even get, so we haven't even begun to get all the different kinds of things you can do with this, with these sort of, things here. So there's gonna be different kinds of Phantoms, you can ride on top of them, you can do a bunch of different things. There's gonna be combat you can do together, which we'll actually be seeing that soon enough too. Different sorts of puzzles. They definitely made this mechanic really awesome. And these keys, they are not awesome, so we're gonna, as you can see, you can use items while on top of Zelda. Also, another cool thing you do with that, we've been using the Whirlwind to open this door, and also the Whirlwind's a good way to fight things while you're on top of Zelda, well, of the stuff we have now. The sword is kind of finicky, especially because in order to fight you have to tap as well, and in order to actually get off Zelda you have to double tap, so you might accidentally jump off her if you're trying to use the sword. I just like using the Whirlwind, because, I mean, it does kill the keys anyway, because you hit the Whirlwind, and plus it's a long range thing as well. Long range against those keys is just really useful. It'll blow them, it'll stun them, and because they're stunned, they're going to fall into the lava and die. Now, one other thing you can do with Zelda that's kind of interesting is you can actually kind of scout out the level by just drawing her route like this. I mean, she can't do any of that, but you can still scout it out. And as you saw there, there's a switch there. However, as you see, it's on a different level, and there's really no way we can get that switch yet. So, that's going to actually be another thing we're going to have to come back and backtrack to in order to get later on. It's just, a bunch of treasures are over there, so we'll have to come back and get that later. That's no biggie, once we get some new items to deal with that. Now this thing here, basically you corner this dude. I actually take a hit of it by him because I'm an idiot, but he'll always run from you, so you have to use Zelda to corner him, and then she'll kill him, or you can kill him with your sword, and the good times will be had by all, so that's how you get that key. And that's going to be it for this floor as well. So that's 2 floors out of, well, 3, puzzle floors to do. So we're making pretty good progress. I mean, it's pretty solid. We're going to have to hop on Zelda one more time. Carry me, Zelda! Carry me, my servant! No, okay, let's be nice to Zelda. Although then again, she doesn't know how to do anything. You have to tell her how to do everything. Like, seriously, Zelda, what? Whoa, 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 creepy thing. Let's kill it. And also, this is kind of an, I mean, this is the first instance where we have to basically do combat together, because if you try to fight him alone with Link, he will just block you. He'll just block you. I mean, he has a giant shield. Why not use it? So what you actually need to do is you need to distract him with Zelda and then actually hit him from behind. I mean, he can't block two directions at the same time. However, it does have to be a complete 180. You actually have to attack him from behind, which is something we can't really do from this angle. So here we go. We're gonna be able to get a hit on him there. You know, just take little pokes at him. I think it's supposed to be a Zora, though. That's what confuses me, because aren't the Zoras supposed to be extinct? Then they turn into, like, all those really weird birds back in Wind Waker. Because this game's after Wind Waker, so what the hell, continuity? What you doing there? There's no Zoras. This is a lie. Ow! That hurt. That was my fault. I mean, it is definitely annoying having to control Zelda and Link at the same time. Obviously, let Zelda distract him the most, though, because you need, I mean, let Zelda take the blows there. She's immortal. She can't die. She's invincible. She has no health bar. So let her take as much hits as you can. She's the distraction. You're the one who's sneaking behind and hitting him. So I guess it's a good way to work together. I mean, we got the monster dead. The monster's dead. Everyone wins. We're just gonna move on. Now over down here is actually a new enemy. It's actually really annoying. It is these mini blins on top of weird little Armos-like things. And there's no way we can do him right now. I tried blowing a whirlwind at him, but there's no way to fight him because you can't damage the stone statue thing. And that guy's too high, so even Zelda can't hurt him. Ow! He just knocked us through the fire. Well, thanks, dude. So the best way, the way actually to fight him is actually to get on top of Zelda, once again using this mechanic now for combat, which is kind of interesting. So we're gonna hop, well, damn it! I'm clicking on the pot instead of Zelda. Yeah, sometimes these touch controls are a little finicky. I mean, obviously the whole controlling Zelda thing is the most finicky of all the touch controls. It is certainly clunky to have to, you know, fight on top of Zelda or fight with the Zelda. It works, but it's very clunky, so, clunky, not clucky, clunky. There we go. So we're gonna have to be, but I mean, in the end, it's not horrible. Stop, Zelda. There we go. Yeah, she would just walk right through the fire with us because she's just a dumb idiot who doesn't know how to do anything unless we tell her to. Stupid Zelda. That stupid armrest must be going to your head because you're an idiot. I mean, she even needed our help to sneak out of her own castle. Come on. What kind of little kid are you? Who hasn't snuck out of their home? Okay, really, I'm not gonna condone that at all. Kids, don't sneak out of your homes. Don't be like Zelda. Don't go on adventures. You'll die like her. See? This game has morals. Not really. It's a Nintendo game. Like they ever have a moral. Now, the way we're going to have to fight these mini-villains, obviously, is, well, I mean, it's basically a piggyback fight, actually, because they're piggybacking on top of a statue, and we're going to piggyback on top of Zelda. It's like that game where you piggyback on top of people and fight in the water, like in a pool. Is it like Chicken or something like that? I forget the name of the game, but there's definitely a game where both of you are piggybacking of a piggyback fight. So, you're basically having a piggyback fight with Zelda. Now, this is where, which I mentioned earlier, where I think I might have missed a treasure. I'm not sure if, you might have to kill all three of these in order to get a treasure to appear. And I only killed one of them. I am going to go back and confirm this, so, by now I've actually probably put on whether or not this is true. But if I did miss it, I'll just go back when I go back to, floor, 5 with the thing there, the switch there with the hit with the, certain item that we're going to get. And I will, go back here and get that if need be, so... I mean, I can't say. I mean, some of these treasures are pretty hard to find. Kind of number one rule in this game though is kill all enemies because they do tend to hide treasures where you have to kill all the enemies. So you should probably do that. So we've lost our sword, we lost our phantom, and we got the snow rail map. That's a very disappointing little number of tracks there though. I have to admit, like that's just like nothing there. Although we will obviously be getting more once we go to the sanctuary as usual with the player duet. Blah blah blah. Process repeats itself. But regardless, we're going to the snow, guys! I love the snow! The snow is awesome! So I'm excited for that. The snow is always a good time. I live up in New York State where we get plenty of snow and going skiing. I like to go skiing. It's really fun. So, me and Zelda, we're going to have a snowball fight even though she's a ghost, and that's going to be kind of weird. So, it's going to be a good time, really. I mean, snow. Who can hate the snow? Well, probably a lot of people who don't like being cold. But whatever, we shall deal with it. Now I get my trade, and then suddenly I'm like, wait, I missed something. So we're gonna be heading back. We actually have to go back to the floor 2, like I mentioned, and get something new. Now that we know how to climb on top of Zelda, and also because we have our whirlwind, we can actually access a couple treasures. So I'll make them run up here. I'm gonna cut very soon. I'm just gonna show that yes, you do have to get the Tears of Lights. So I'll just go ahead and show that in a second here. So I'll be cutting to get. I'm not gonna show off getting the Tears of Lights again. So screw that noise. Let's just give it a nice little cut in just a second. There we go. And we are going to go and basically get some new treasures on this floor. So get your whirlwind ready. Head over here, because over here is where the treasure is. Wait for Zelda to catch up to you. And I think she comments on this right now. Yeah. So she says, "How do we get to the treasure chest? It can't fly." Well, actually, you can. Get over here, Zelda. Bring her right to the edge. Take your whirlwind and blow her across. That actually works. I don't know how a little gust of wind like that can move a giant hunking suit of armor, but it does. So there you go. That's how you get the first treasure. And there is a second treasure we can get, which we're gonna have to climb on top of a Zelda to get. We got some Goron Amber. That's pretty cool. That's another tier 2 treasure. I think we got one earlier in the Dragon Scale as well. So we get some nice treasures these days. It's not bad. You know, the more treasures you get, the better. So that's like precisely why we're here, is to get more treasures. I mean, we'll actually have to come back to this floor as well to get even more stuff, because there's just lots of different things you can do with lots of different items. I mean, I guess I could just go revisit this all later, but I was like, you know, no. I'm just going to go ahead and get it while I can, you know. Show off all the treasures I can get at a time, I guess. Every time I go to the Tower of Spirits, I'll just go back to and get all the old treasures I can get. And if I have to go back later, you know, that's what cutting's for. So here's all our new items. We got some Goron Amber, we got some Mystic Jade, we got a Dragon Scale. These are all tier 2 items. They're all worth 150 to sell. Well, these ones were 500. I guess maybe there's 3 tiers actually. I might be wrong. There actually might be 4 tiers of items. So we got a couple rare items. We got a couple, I guess, semi-rare items. I don't know. I should probably stop describing it like this. Also, watch this. This fan is just an idiot. He just lets me walk right past him. Stupid Phantom. So we're gonna just leave the tower like that, using the teleport up there. And we're back down the bottom. That's gonna be the end of the episode, guys. We got everything we need in the Tower of Spirits at the moment. So it's time to go to the Snow Realm and do cool stuff. Or, well, at least we're going to attempt to head there this time. So this is LuckySevenDX signing out. I'm going to go ahead and show this little section off like in full because, you know, it's a cool cutscene with the little thing moving. So I will see you guys next time where we start heading to the Snow Realm. And crazy stuff's going to happen. What's going to happen? I don't even know. We'll find out next time. Bye-bye, guys.